He's charming. He's playful. He never takes life too seriously. But something feels off. He avoids responsibility. He drifts from job to job, relationship to relationship. He's always waiting for something, for life to start, for things to magically fall into place. He laughs off his mistakes. He calls it freedom. But deep down, there's a fear he can't name. This is the man-child. Not a clinical diagnosis, but a psychological pattern. A man who never truly crossed the threshold into adulthood, not emotionally, not spiritually. Why does this happen? Why do some men stay boys, no matter their age? Carl Jung had an answer. To him, the man-child was a symbol of the soul in crisis, a person caught between the comfort of childhood and the terrifying weight of becoming whole. In this video, we explore the psychology of the man-child through the timeless insights of Carl Jung, and maybe we'll learn what it truly means to grow up. We all know him. Maybe we've dated him. Maybe we are him. He's the man who avoids seriousness like the plague. Commitment makes him sweat. Deadlines stress him out. He jokes through discomfort, escapes through entertainment, and vanishes the moment things get too real. He's often witty, fun at parties, great at starting things but never finishing them. He's full of potential, and always will be. He lives in a kind of extended adolescence, emotionally reactive, avoidant of hard truths, quick to blame others, slow to look inward. He talks about living in the moment, but in truth, he's running from the past and terrified of the future. To outsiders, he might seem harmless, just a guy who hasn't figured things out yet. But behind the scenes, there's often deep pain, insecurity, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of being seen for who he really is. The man-child isn't just immature. He's emotionally underdeveloped, not because he's bad or broken, but because something in him got stuck. Jung would say, his psyche never completed the passage from boyhood to manhood. The archetypal journey stalled. The inner boy refused to die, so the man could never be born. Carl Jung believed every person is on a journey, not just through life, but through the soul. This journey is ancient. It's been told in myths for thousands of years. A young person sets out, faces trials, slays inner dragons, and returns transformed. Jung called this process individuation, the path to becoming a whole, integrated self. Not just a role you play, not the mask you wear, but the real you, forged in struggle and shaped by truth. But here's the thing. This journey requires courage. It requires sacrifice. You have to leave the comforts of childhood behind, and that is where many turn back. Jung had a name for this refusal, puer aeternus, the eternal boy. He described the puer as charming, idealistic, filled with big dreams, but terrified of limitation, terrified of grounding himself in reality. He wants the feeling of adventure, but none of the weight. He wants the idea of love, but runs from intimacy. He wants freedom, but ends up imprisoned by his own fear. The puer lives in a world of fantasy, Jung wrote, of ideas, visions, and potential, never truly actualized. And so this man drifts, always seeking, never arriving, refusing to grow, but wondering why he's unfulfilled. In myth, this is Peter Pan, the boy who flies through Neverland, free, playful, and wild, but forever lost. And just like Peter, the man-child resists the final transformation, because it means letting go of control. It means confronting pain, shame, and limitation. It means becoming grounded, mortal, real. But until he takes that leap, he remains halfway there. Not a boy, not yet a man, stalled in the middle of the greatest story ever told. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video. Your support helps more people discover these ideas. And if you're enjoying this journey into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to the video. So, why does the man-child stay stuck? Why does he keep circling the same patterns even when they cause him pain? Carl Jung taught that when a person is unconscious of their inner world, they become ruled by it. And for many men, the roots of immaturity stretch back to childhood. Maybe his father was absent, physically or emotionally. Maybe his emotions were dismissed. Boys don't cry. Man up. Or maybe he was smothered, overprotected, coddled, never allowed to fail. Either way, he wasn't initiated into struggle, and without struggle there is no strength. So now, as an adult, he fears pressure, he avoids conflict, he resents accountability. And what does he turn to instead? Distraction, games, partying, workaholism, anything that keeps him busy but never truly growing. Jung warned, people will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. That's exactly what's happening here, because to face yourself is terrifying, especially when you've spent years hiding behind a mask. The man-child often blames the world. Women are the problem. Jobs are a scam. Society is broken. But Jung would say, the problem isn't out there, it's inside. Until the man confronts his shadow, his suppressed anger, his insecurity, his hidden grief, he will keep sabotaging himself. And here's the cruel irony. The longer he avoids pain, the more painful life becomes. He starts to feel left behind. He watches his peers grow, evolve, build families, pursue meaning, while he remains stuck in the same loops, haunted by the sense that something's missing. But it's not missing. It's buried. Underneath the distractions, underneath the fear, is a man waiting to be born. A man he's never met. Because he's never dared to look in the mirror long enough. So, how does a man grow up? How does he move from drifting through life to owning it? Carl Jung didn't offer quick fixes. He didn't believe in pretending. He believed in facing the truth. And truth begins with this. No one is coming to rescue you. Not your parents, not your partner, not society. Only you can do this work. To grow up, a man must begin the inner journey. Step 1. Create order in your space. The first step in individuation is to take responsibility for your own chaos. Make your bed, clean your room, declutter your digital life. When your environment is chaotic, your mind often follows. Order on the outside builds strength on the inside. Step 2. Begin self-reflection. Buy a notebook. Start journaling. Write down, what am I avoiding? What do I want from life, but feel too scared to say out loud? What am I pretending not to know? Even 10 minutes a day of honest writing can crack open a door that's been locked for years. Step 3. Cut one escape mechanism. We all have a numbing habit. Scrolling, gaming, porn, alcohol, overeating. Pick one. Reduce it this week. Replace it with something grounding. A 30-minute walk, a cold shower, reading. Every time you resist the urge to escape, you teach your nervous system, I can handle discomfort. Step 4. Embrace responsibility. Take responsibility for one area of your life you've been avoiding. It could be your finances, your health, your relationships. A tough conversation. Don't try to fix everything overnight. Just take one honest action. Make the call, pay the bill, apologize, ask for help, even if your voice shakes. Responsibility isn't about perfection. It's about facing life with your eyes open. Step 5. Get mentored. Find someone who's been where you want to go. A therapist, a coach, a wise older man, or even books by those who've walked the path. Men do not grow in isolation. The lone wolf is a myth. Growth accelerates in connection. Repeat, gently, relentlessly. This isn't a 30-day challenge. This is your life. You will fall. You will resist. But you'll also rise if you return to the work. You're not that child anymore. You're stronger now. You just haven't tested your strength. Growth isn't loud, it's quiet. It happens in moments when no one is watching, when you choose the hard thing over the easy escape, and you don't have to do it all at once. This isn't about perfection. It's about momentum. One honest step, then another, and another, until one day you wake up and realize you're not pretending anymore. You're not lost in fantasy. You're finally here, present, rooted, capable of loving, building, choosing. Growing up isn't about abandoning joy. It's about earning it. It's about standing tall in the storm and saying, I'm ready to meet life on its terms, not as a child, not as a victim, but as a man who remembers who he is and who he's becoming. If this video stirred something in you, don't ignore it. Let it lead you deeper. Reflect, write, talk, change. The world doesn't need more men who escape. It needs men who are awake. If you're ready to keep exploring your inner world, subscribe for more videos on Carl Jung, philosophy, and the art of becoming whole. See you in the next video.